Hello, and welcome once again to another episode of The Naked Turner. I wasn't planning on shooting any video. Today is 4th of July, and I did a little bit of turning. I have some family here in town, but I decided real quick I was going to have a piece of redwood in the back of my truck that was going to start splitting out if I didn't turn it into a bowl. And I just turned one of these chunks of redwood that I had 3 weeks ago into a beautiful salad bowl that has not changed shape very much at all. It's almost completely dry at this point, and it's looking really good. So I'm going to turn another one out of this piece here. Let me just show you. I'm going to pan down a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to turn a bowl out of this piece here. I roughed it out with my chainsaw, then cut it on my bandsaw in order to turn it into a round. And actually it's running extremely close to being round, so I'm going to be able to keep most of this. I believe this is this piece here is a 15-inch piece. Yeah, 15-inch, so I'll probably end up with about a 14.5-inch bowl that is a little over 6.5, so it'll probably be about 6 inches deep, 6 1/4, somewhere like that. And there it is. Always remember to read, follow, and understand read, understand, and follow all of the shop safety for the tools that you're using. And this is a piece of wet redwood, so I'm going to end up with some of this kind of tear out that I'll have to power sand away once I get the shape of the bowl the way I want it. I'm getting really close right now, so let me just take a peek here. I'm going to change camera angle. We'll spin around so you can get a better view of the cutting that's going on this. Alright, so there it is. You can see the moisture in it. This has probably got about a 22-25% moisture content. Maybe a little less, 18 to 25 I'm going to say, somewhere in that realm depending on what part of the wood you're on. Some of it's been sitting outside in the back of my truck for 2 weeks now, so it has dried out a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to start shaping it a little bit more, get myself a little closer here, and that looks good. A little bit more. Looking good. Pulling out some more. And pivoting my tool rest around here. Something like that. And then I'm going to shape this outer edge. There it is. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like the way that's looking. I'd like to leave I'm losing a bunch right here, so it'd be nice if I could surface that off. I think I'm going to bring this curve in a little bit sooner so that I'll end up with more of a flat lip up here. So I'm going to do this. Okay, I know you couldn't see the cutting I was doing there, but let's see, maybe I'll move my camera around here so you can get an over the shoulder shot. Putting here is, I have this nice lip that I wanted to create, but I need to come down a little further so I can get more of a flat edge here. So I'm doing that right now. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. I think that'll give me hopefully enough. I don't know, it still looks a little bit much there. I think I'm going to bring this in a hair too. Nicer curve to that. Okay. All right. I'm going to get rid of some of Okay, it's getting rid of some of it. Now we're going to move, come around and try to do a little pole cut here. See if that's helping any. Yeah, that is. Okay. So what I need to do is move the camera a little so I can get my tool in here. Now there's just a few little transition lines here. That looks nice. Can do anything. Let's see if we inside of here. Might be a little hard for you to see, so let me try to move. See if I can get a better location for viewing on this. Okay, so here I am on this outside, outside edge of the lip of the pole, and I'm going to try to soften that. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, good. Now I eliminated most of the tear out on that. Okay, that's all right. I'll be doing some high angle cut in here. I think that might have just got rid of most of the tear out that I was having. Yeah, it did. It got rid of most of it there. So now, just got to pull it all the way out here. So these edges, to these edges here. So. So I have it on my scrolling jaw chucked up. I have it pressurized and I'm going to start turning. Removing a lot of material relatively quickly here, and now I got to try to get up in here somehow, and it's looking like I might be fighting my lathe bed here a little bit, so let's see what I can do, and then I may have to change my setup. Two to 2 1/8 inch material out of the inside of that bowl, and that's with my Patience and Nichols P&N Australian 5/8 inch Super Bowl gouge. Alright, so I have a few knotty sections right out here on this edge of the rim I got to be careful for, and boy, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in there like this, so I think I'm going to have to move my motor and my tailstock all the way down to the end, which I should have really done in the first place. So let me do that, and then I'll tune you guys back in. Okay, so I have it moved out. Hopefully that will give me a little more clearance here. It might. Still feels like I'm a little jammed up on this. Yeah. See if I can do it this way. Clearing. Okay, I have the inside column turned down now. Okay, so here I have it sanded down to 220 because you can't really sand it much more than that, and it's this wet. I'm applying some finish that will still breathe, so I'm not sealing the pores completely. I'm kind of just doing a wipe on of the wax and shellac, my normal finish. I did pre-treat it with some denatured alcohol to help wick some of the moisture out of the wood beforehand, and it also acts as kind of a sanding sealer. And this redwood is kind of strange. It has some weird grain stuff, this bluish greening where there might have been some kind of bug that was infesting this tree or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to turn it on now and get it going. Do a little friction polish here, or a little friction finish, I should say. Finished 15, or actually 14.5-inch redwood bowl. I'll take a few stills and post those at the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed, and safe turning. Alright, so I have it here on my Longworth, I think that's what this one's called, Longworth chuck. And I just turned the bottom off, my mortise off, and unfortunately I thought I had my camera on, but I didn't. But I just turned it off. It was real simple. I just did this just so you know what I did. I took and had a pressure block down here inside of my mortise, brought my tailstock into it, kept the bowl under just very light tension so it doesn't pop out of the rubber nubs until I get to the very end. Then I just sand it, and you want to make sure you don't go over 600 RPM with this chuck, or they're not rated for going any faster than that. But I just got a really nice little foot here on the bottom of this, and now I'm just going to spin it, keeping pressure on the bottom of the bowl so it doesn't pop out of here, hopefully. And I'll just friction that up a little, and there we go. And then I got a little bit of finish out past the edge here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my tailstock in, I'm going to loosen this up, and then just lightly pressurize that for a second so I can more safely finish the outside of this bowl here. Just noticed I had a little finish that went up around the corner, so I want to make sure it gets burnished in properly, and it'll give me a chance to add another little coat to this outside edge up to this point. I don't want to go any further than that, this little shoulder right here. Because then I could end up racking my knuckles on those those little tightening rubber nubbies that are there. Alright, there it is. Finished Redwood bowl. 14.5 inch by, what was this again? 14.5 by, I think it's 6 something. And I'm not sure because my tape measure is right here. Okay, so it is, yeah, 6 inches, pretty much 6 inches exactly. All right, there it is. I'm gonna pull it out, take a few stills, and show you those. And looks like it came out real nice. All I have to do now is sign it, and it's ready to go. Hope you enjoyed.